And welcome to the Pitch Side Banter podcast. We are live and ready for you, man. This is going to be a great one. I have a new face in the building. My guy Austin, how's it going, brother?
Very well, bro. It's good to be here.
Man, of course, yours truly, Harrison. Man, this is a big one because we've had a lot happening over the past week. This weekend has been crazy. The big guns, the big teams, the so-called top four in the league, except for Liverpool. Actually, no, Liverpool didn't face any big opposition. But the big guns faced each other: Man City, Arsenal, as well as Manchester United and Chelsea. So yeah, it was a big one. And the Arsenal game was the last game of the week, I think. And yeah, bro, you're an Arsenal fan, and
Yes.
you know, and yeah, I should say that you're an Arsenal fan, I'm a Manchester United fan. But
Mm-hmm.
I was watching the Man City game. Yeah, obviously Arsenal, Haaland scores, brilliant link up play. They basically counter attacked and Haaland gets a goal because Gabriel was
Mm-hmm.
kind of a bit further back and couldn't match Haaland for pace.
Exactly.
After that, uh, it looked like Arsenal was knocking on the door, set pieces. The rumor was very strong. Had a
Mm-hmm.
couple of chances. Madueke was very lively. I really love that
Mm-hmm.
guy the way he plays, and
Honestly.
eventually Martinelli scores, catches these guys for let's say yeah, I guess the offside trap they used against them, and then scored. However, like watching the game and seeing the team lineup, how did you feel? Because I looked at that game,
Mm-hmm.
I said to myself, I don't know why Eze isn't starting. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why he isn't. Well, I know Saka is just coming on, so I understand I'm not mad again. But I felt like Trossard. I mean, Trossard did well, but I felt in this kind of game, perhaps Star Martinelli. I mean, I'm not an Arsenal fan, so I just want to know what your opinion was. Star Martinelli, because he
Mm-hmm.
just scored over the weekend in the Champions League. Not the weekend, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
during the week.
Against Bilbao, yeah.
But yeah, against Bilbao. So, like, were you disappointed with the starting lineup? Do you think that Arteta probably didn't get it right? Like, how did you feel when you saw the starting lineup? How was the match for you, bro?
Okay, so like let's start out first. I
Yeah.
suspected that Eze wasn't going to start in the first place, and the reason is
Really?
yeah, basically the thing is, if you notice Arteta's lineup in these kind of big
Mm,
games, he
mm,
prefers defensive solidity first of all, right? So like
yeah.
Eze, he's new to the club, right? And he
Mm,
hasn't really learned the way that we defend. You know, we have the best defense in the league, maybe even the best defense in Europe. So like
yeah.
there's pressing structures and there's a defensive discipline and solidity that we have, right? And that we've had for the last few seasons, which is why we've built our reputation, right? So like I listened to an interview that Ateta had the other day, and he was talking about the need, to drop back into a defensive block as fast as possible, recognize
Mm.
pressing triggers and all of that stuff. I'm not sure if you watched the first game that we had this season against Man United, but Gyökeres, he
Yeah, I did.
wasn't.
Yeah, I did first.
Yeah, he basically was like a traffic cone, in the game because he didn't understand how we were pressing. He didn't know how to apply pressure on the center back. So it
Mm,
was very easy for Man United to dominate that game, right? And
yeah.
okay, yes, I mean, Havertz got injured, so Gyökeres kept playing, and Gyökeres kind of learned how to, be the first line of pressure, right?
Mm,
So like he had a
mm-hmm.
very fast, it was like a baptism of fire, and then he kept getting better. Now he's no longer a liability when we don't have the ball. So like
Mm-hmm.
for Eze joined obviously much later than Gyökeres, close to the end of the
Gyökeres, yeah,
transfer
yeah,
window. Well, wasn't I think it was even the deadline day itself, right? When it went
yeah,
or
yeah,
close to it, exactly when we gazumped Tottenham. So basically,
yeah.
he just prefers to have defensive solidity in the biggest games, and that's something. Not that Eze can't do it, but Eze hasn't learned it. Do you understand? So
Mm,
he exactly. Then for Martinelli, also suspected that Martinelli wasn't going to start. I won't sit here and tell you that I saw it coming, but I'm not
yeah.
so surprised, right? Because if you look at the
Mm,
kind of role that Arteta is building for Martinelli now, It's obvious. He's building him in a role as a super sub. You understand? And not a super sub
Yeah,
that will
yeah.
now be like come on and stretch the play like as a left winger, as a super sub that will now even drift in behind the defense, just like he did against Bilbao and just like he did for this wonderful goal versus Man City.
Man
If you
City.
remember,
Yeah.
a couple years ago, I think it was 2023, 2024, we also beat we beat Man City 1-0 in the league. And who scored the goal by coming off the bench? The same Martinelli. Do you remember?
Martinelli. No, I don't.
Exactly.
I
So
don't
like,
actually. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh
I get your point
so
though.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, we beat them 1-0 in a very cagey game, much like this to be honest. But it's just that Martinelli came in
Yeah.
around the 60th minute and then he scored a winner. I think it was a deflection. But yeah, that's the point. Is like Arteta sees defensive solidity as very crucial, and until Eze learns it, he's not going to be starting the biggest games. That's what I really feel,
Mm,
But in terms of
mm.
his yeah, did he? If you also watch the match against Bilbao, it wasn't just about like defensive application. Even so, like I'm very big on the tactical side of the game, right? And there was a clip on
Okay.
social media. There was a clip on social media that was circulating that they even asked Arteta about. So basically, Arteta likes two people to be on occupying the width of each flank at a certain point in time, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we're playing against Bilbao, and Eze was repeatedly drifting inside. Now it doesn't mean that like they
Mm,
asked Arteta what happened. Now he said Arteta told them it doesn't mean that like Eze cannot drift infield, right? To like look
mm.
for opportunities, blah blah. But there has to be one man on the wing each time. It can be a left back, it can even be a left central
Yeah.
midfielder, and it can be a left
Mm,
wing, it can be left winger. But there has to be communication between those three guys on the left flank and those three guys on the right flank. Somebody has to be occupying the width. You understand? So
yeah. Yeah.
anytime Eze would drift inside and Califiori was also inside, Arteta would tell what's his name? Eze, go back to the wing. You understand? That sort of thing. So
Mm,
it's normal, it's part of the learning process. Eze is 27 and he's trained in a very different way all
yeah.
his career. Exactly. So like he's learning our system, and that's why I wasn't disappointed with the lineup. Now, I mean, in terms of Eze, our midfield was a little bit defensive, but I mean, it was working for us in the last two games, and obviously Odegaard is not available. And
Yeah.
Waneri,
Yeah.
he's good, but like obviously this is a very very big game. I thought we did what we came to do. It's just that yes, they caught us with a lightning quick attack, and honestly
Counter.
Haaland, the pace with which Haaland should. Because if you look at when the counter attack started, he wasn't even in the frame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. He was far. He was in their half. Like he just,
Like, bro,
he
I was
just,
like,
he just started running. I said, this guy is mad. Ah.
bro, the guy, I just saw somebody big just sprinting like a madman, and then obviously it was a picture perfect through ball by Rangers, and Haaland doesn't miss. I felt bad because I knew that wasn't that's the kind of goal that would really pain Arteta, based on the kind of defense that we
Yeah,
have.
open
But
play. Yeah, it was the first time they conceded open play this season,
exactly.
isn't it? So
Yeah, literally, and also so early, so early. I mean, it's only Liverpool that had really scored us so far, right? So like obviously the Man City
yeah,
now
that's
turtled
true.
up. Man City
Yeah, that's
turtled
true.
up,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then but it was not easy to get past their defense. I mean, we had higher XG than them, but it was just a cagey game. And Man City were very happy to sit back, and they really wanted to win this game. If you listen to the interviews from Man City players before the game, they were like that they want to get revenge on Arsenal for that 5-1. Roger was talking about it too. Bernardo Silva
Yeah.
was talking about it. I was like, please, we dare not lose. And then also, like Arsenal fans will be very loud this season in terms of bantering other teams. Like I was having a lot of fun yesterday, earlier yesterday
Yeah.
with the Man U Chelsea game. After Haaland
Yeah.
scored, I was like, oh shit, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna want to go to work tomorrow and hear what everybody's gonna say. So obviously, I'm glad that Martinelli was able to save
uh,
us. Yeah, but
yeah, yeah.
it was
No.
a great game, I would say.
Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah. David is here with us as well. So, yeah, David, that's a good one, brother.
Good evening, people. Sorry for
You're
the
welcome, my bro.
delay. We out here. How you doing, Austin?
Good, good, good.
Nice to meet you, bro.
hmm
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
So,
David,
Wagwan, what's the
also,
topic?
Yeah, Austin is an Arsenal fan, of course, and he's just describing how
Ah,
so
David,
how
what,
the
what
game
team do
went
you
for him
support?
and
Let
all
me let me let me let me know how to fashion my banter.
Manchester, Manchester.
You're United, Abby, because I don't think I've ever met an
Yeah.
adult. I don't think I've ever, I don't,
Only one team in Manchester, bro.
Yeah.
'cause I don't think I've ever met a full-grown Man City fan as in Nigeria. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah, I know, right? They're just
They are all
describing
counterfeits,
everything.
bro.
bro? I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Well, sometimes when I meet a Man City fan like in Nigeria, I'm like, I'll just nudge him. Okay, where did you come from? Which club were you supporting before? You know.
I swear.
Mm-hmm.
What are
Because
your
they always
thoughts
come
on
from
Arteta,
somewhere.
bro?
Bro, like I've seen some Arsenal fans saying stuff like, if he doesn't win this season, if he doesn't win a trophy this season, and they mean a major trophy, not FA Cup, he has to go. And I
Uh-huh.
don't like that. I don't like that kind of talk, basically. The thing is, it's true that there is more pressure on us than pretty much at any other time since Arsene Wenger left to win a trophy. That is true. There's a lot of
Mhm.
pressure. Well, first of all, I would not be happy if we don't win a trophy. But that doesn't mean that you now have to go to the other extreme and then just rip everything to shreds and say, oh yeah, Teta, thanks for the memories, thanks for the process, thanks for the project, oh yeah, get out. I don't believe in that. I believe in what I'm seeing on the pitch. So, and like the progress that we're making as a club. So like I think there was some popular banter last season about Man U. No, not even Man U. Tottenham, for example, having had a better season than Arsenal. Why? Reason why? Because they won the
Because
Europa
they
League.
want to, yeah, probably, yeah,
You don't
sure.
agree?
But do you agree with that?
It depends from
A
what
team that came
perspective you're
fucking
looking
17th,
at
bro.
the
Oh, yeah, I don't
season.
know. They
No,
came
no,
17th.
yes. Tottenham had an abysmal league season. But like
Mhm.
as I said, it depends on the angle or lens through which you're looking at the season. At the end of the day, some people go into a season looking for silverware. Some people go into a season looking for Champions League football and top table position.
Mhm.
It really depends. Like as for Tottenham fans, they were looking for a trophy. That was the end of the story. They didn't give a fuck. It's been 17 years. So that was it for them. But I mean, generally speaking, you can have a debate, right? Oh, trophy or top four, which is better? You can make valid points for either, I think.
Okay.
But it depends on what you go into the season looking for. And at this point, you guys have had enough top fours. You had
Mhm.
enough top
Not
fours, bro.
not even top
He
fours, but
has
top
he
twos
has exactly
actually.
top two. He has to deliver, or it must be accepted that he's the guy before the guy.
There's
And that's
nothing like
okay as well.
the guy before the guy was already come, and that was Unai Emery. Do you understand? Emery was the one that stabilized. Well, I don't even want to say stabilized because we didn't. I don't think we even qualified for the Champions League under
Okay,
Emery.
let me ask you a
Yeah,
question, bro.
tell me.
If Arteta wins no trophies in the next 3 years, and you keep finishing second, third,
Nobody is going to extrapolate that far. Please,
no.
no
Let
sane
me
Arsenal
finish
fan
the
that is talking in good
scenario,
faith.
then
No,
answer me.
this is a
No,
dangerous
broski.
question.
Let me finish the scenario. Let me finish the scenario, then give me your answer. Simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
If, as an Arsenal fan, which you are, supposing you are not going to change clubs over the next 5 years. Okay. So if Arteta stays for the next 5 years and you finish second, third, third, and you win no trophies, but you are keeping the same trajectory and the same pressure in the title race you've been keeping, what do you say? Do you still keep him for more
Okay.
years?
So first of all, right, you see that the way that we enter this season, the pressure on not just Arteta, but even Arsenal club is not the same as it was last season, which means it has grown. Am I right? But it
For
hasn't
sure.
shown sign. Yeah, it hasn't. It doesn't mean that it has reached a fever pitch. Now, so see for example, now let's turn around the question. If tomorrow Amorim is sacked by Man United, how like will the fans be against the sacking? Will there be division in the club or rather
Yes.
among the fan base? You
Yes.
actually think so?
Yes. Some people want to
Why?
keep him and stop this cycle we've been in.
Would you
And
really
some
say
people
that
want him
is
gone.
up to 50%?
It's
Or
almost there, bro. It's
I
not
don't know
50,
about
but I would
that.
say 40, 60. I'll say 40,
Harrison, what do
60.
you think?
Bruh.
The
It is
club
what it
releases a
is, man.
statement tomorrow.
Harrison
Okay,
is
we
manager
thank.
in now.
Wait, let me
Manager
finish the
in now.
scenario now.
I'm
So
Amorim
Harrison,
in, bro.
Man United released a statement tomorrow saying thanks for the memories, Amorim, but we have
I
decided
won't
to
be
part
happy like that.
ways. Yeah, but like,
No.
will
See,
the fans be disappointed? Is what I'm trying to say. Will there be a
Some
heated
would be,
debate
yes.
after the sacking?
Yeah, bro. Man, you fan
think
base is
so?
pretty divided. I swear.
we're
Ask him,
divided.
I swear.
Amorim put out a letter before the
Mhm.
Chelsea match, which was very
Mhm.
interesting. And
What did he say? Tell
he
me.
talked about how, the summary of it was Sir Alex had these difficult times, and moving in, we should try and understand. And he's fighting every day. He doesn't want to leave. He wants to be here for a long time,
Oh yeah.
and all of that stuff. So that he feel like he's basically trying his best, and we really want to work out. So when I saw the letter, I was like, I've seen that kind of letter before, that kind of statement from him before,
Mm.
and we lost the next game. So I was like, yo, if this guy chat all this nonsense, I will lose this. If this guy chats all this stuff, I will go ahead and lose this Chelsea match. I'm not going to be happy. So look,
Yeah.
a couple of YouTubers that I watch and listen to have been saying Amorim out, and I'm really against it. I don't want him to go. I didn't want Ten Hag to go, so I'm not gonna lie. I have a bias against like just kicking out. Yeah, I'm not like that kind of like. I'm suffering. Like I don't like the results, but when you watch a match and you can see some good things happening, so it's not entirely bad. So I will not start saying, oh, is a bad coach or whatever. I've watched, because the thing is, Man United fans, I think things got really, when we lost Arsenal, everyone was really like positive because we had a good preseason, and we were now seeing some of those things, that we were expected to see in terms of the aggression, in how we press, how we,
you guys played very,
attack and all
very
that.
well that
So,
game.
so we outplayed Arsenal and should have gotten a goal. So
You
everyone
did,
was really like, okay, cool, we lost, but we did well. In the next game where we played Fulham, fantastic first half, second half was crap. Well, we drew. So even though like it wasn't like as bad, it was the Greensby loss that really got people like everybody's head just went to like, what the hell? Because we got outplayed, bro. Like it was not even funny. I was watching the game like number one, number two, and there was basically a number 3 goal, and there was no response. And we're looking at what? It just didn't make sense. So it felt like, okay, first game performance good, but you lost. All right, cool. Second game performance crap, but you drew. Against Grimsby, people just lost their heads, and they started hearing Amorim out. And all the memes from that day when he was on his
where did the tactics board have been?
Tactics board, yeah, and all that. Like, so like it was really terrible. Yeah. So move on to the next game. Burnley, we attacked well, but defensively we're crap.
You guys finishing in that game was so bad. I've never seen that kind of thing before.
We played well in that game.
You mean against Burnley?
Two negative moments, really well. And literally they scored 2 goals. They did nothing that game, bro.
Bro, we should have scored like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
No.
Honestly, that game should have been open in the first half. Yeah.
Like, it should have been killed in the first half. That's what I mean. Like
champagne football.
No, we're playing really well.
It was fantastic.
Really well. What I was referring to was basically like, the fact that we didn't capitalize on the chance for the first half. Like 100%. There were like 3 or 4 that Ahmad missed. I don't even like that should piss me off. Anyway,
Ahmad has been shite this season.
He has been shite.
Yeah, he's been very bad, very bad. Like after that goal he scored against Man City last season, remember that crazy chip? Then he now tapped it in. I was like, this guy is about to become Man United's big star, and then look at last game. He was just trying to use left overhead kicks, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You're not him. Do you get?
He has been trying that all season.
Bro, like literally, I'm just like, who's this guy? Anyway, go on.
Anyway, so basically, the point is, I've been seeing a lot of people saying Amorim out, and I just don't feel like it's as bad as people making it out to be. I knew he needed to, and we always won. It's Manchester United.
We always won game away, honestly. But there is so much context behind it.
Yeah, there is, and I feel like people are just like, I get it. The result, I get it. So I know he needs to win. Yeah, he needs to win, and I knew he needed to win, and I was very happy about this Chelsea game. I know we're kind of segueing to the Chelsea game right now, but I was happy about the Chelsea game because I felt the response from the loss or from like the performance from the last game was what it needed to be, and we put them under pressure. Chelsea was on toast for
But
the
I
first
feel
couple of
like
minutes, Sanchez red card and all that stuff.
feel
Yeah,
like I feel like that record robbed us. I mean, robbed us. Like when
yeah.
I say us, like mean the neutral fan, because
Neutrals,
I'm
yeah,
neutral. I
yeah,
hate both
yeah,
clubs. Do you understand? So like
yeah.
I was preparing to watch a game where I didn't have a preference to win from a purely pragmatic perspective. It's
Yeah,
better that Chelsea didn't win that game for me, right? Because Chelsea
yeah,
are
yeah, for
closer
sure.
competitors to us. I wanted to watch a good game, right? And I knew that that game wasn't
Mm.
going to be the kind of cagey game that, for example, we played against Man City today or a match against Liverpool. So, like, Sanchez was utterly brainless in that challenge. And as soon as that happened, I thought to my friend who I was watching the game with, we both said at the same time, "Oh, the game don't end," you know? But it was very sad at the same
Funnily,
time. And then,
the game didn't end. Trust only one football club to be given a red card in
what was
5 minutes
that by
and
Casemiro, bro?
equal the play. Only one team will equal the playing field and dash their self red card too, and that's
Bro.
Manchester United.
I just couldn't
A bunch
understand
of
what that was.
mad people. Only Manchester United, Casemiro, guy. Like I don't have words to quantify that stupidity. I don't have a word for it.
You know the other thing. I think that I was looking at the stats. Stat yesterday. The stat said that what's his name? Casemiro played 339 games for Man United, right? Sorry, for Real Madrid, and got 2 red cards, right? For Man U, he has played 129 games and gotten 3 red cards. So this is
Yeah.
not like I don't know what kind of liberty this guy was afforded in Madrid, but like unfortunately for him, that's not how English football works. You can't just get away with murder
Mm,
over and over and over again, you know.
mm.
So he was utterly brainless, and yeah, he just made the game open. When I saw that as well, I was like, "What? What just happened here?" Because Man United were cruising on cruise control, playing some good stuff, tapping it about. And Chelsea had utterly given themselves by that point by taking out Neto and who was the other guy again that they removed?
Maresca
Um,
bottled it.
yeah, literally, he literally took out all the attacking threats, and then Palmer went off injured as well. Like that literally robbed Chelsea of so much like impetus on the counter. And yeah, very bad management from him. I don't know what he was thinking as soon as that happened. Did he think that he was going to try and play a 0-0 game or what? Or what?
He was
You know?
pissed. He was just pissed and he was
Mm,
like, "Fuck it,
Oh
man.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
just defend."
You have to
mm,
you have to.
mm.
Sometimes I wonder what is going on at Chelsea because they spent 2 billion in the last few seasons, right? That's the stuff I saw floating around, and even after that, like your goalkeepers are Sanchez, Jorgensen, and Petrovic. These
Yeah.
guys are not good enough for Everton. None of them can even like raise a finger to Pickford. Talk less of the World Club Cup champions. You get like why are these your goalkeepers? You know, this is who was it that replaced Sanchez? Jorgensen, right? He came on and it was horrible as
Yeah.
well. You know, those guys are
Yeah.
not. They're not. I struggle to say that they're even Premier League quality. Sanchez has his good days, but too often. Remember that Haaland goal against him last year, right? If you guys in the Man
Ooh.
City Chelsea game, Sanchez came
Can't
out
believe
like
I
a
can't remember.
madman. Haaland intercepted the
Yeah.
ball and
Oh
chipped
yeah,
his
yeah, yeah,
ass.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
like
remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Man
remember
City and
that. Yeah,
Chelsea, they were
yeah.
playing an even game. Chelsea were getting back into the game. Sanchez just destroyed the match, and that's exactly what he did. you know,
Yeah.
yesterday as well. So wonder shall never, wonder shall never end with that
You, you
guy.
know, you
But
know, Sanchez is an erratic goalkeeper. I mean, he was
extremely,
fantastic for Chelsea in the Club World Cup. So like he
hundred
really redeemed
percent.
himself from that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I think he did well in Europe as well. But you know, the thing is, he always has those moments. I remember the game he played last season with Chelsea against Brighton. I think that
Mm-hmm.
was the game, right? So uh, he just has those moments where
Yes, it was against Brighton. I
he
remember.
panics.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
panics. He just has
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
panic button, and when he panics, he tends to then make mistakes. So even what's funny about the red card was it was a very simple like Sesko flick on header, and
Mm-hmm.
Mbomo was already in. And those runs, Mbumo makes them for fun, like for
Bro,
breakfast.
that guy is so
That's
good.
Mbumo's run. That's what Mbumo does, like you know. And because now because man, I don't know. I just said, well, thank you very much. That's a gift. But like David was saying, the game wasn't really like because we hadn't scored before. Like even after Breakout, we didn't score. So it was like, well, that's what's going to happen. What I liked about it was that Man United, I know why Maresca did what he did. People are like criticizing Maresca and saying that he bottled it and he took off, his attacking threats very early. First of all, him taking off Esteval made sense. A young guy, it's a tough game that requires a lot of focus and
Understandable.
so that makes sense.
Understandable.
Understandable. I brought on the midfielder for him. No, he brought on Tosin. I think he brought. I think so. He brought Tosin.
I think so. Yeah.
And then and then the next one, the Neto one, I didn't quite understand.
That is exact. Neto is the fastest player in the squad, bro. Like,
literally. But I see what if I don't understand it, but I see what he was trying to do. What I mean by that is like he brought in midfielder for Neto. He decided, okay, I'm going to play narrow and use my wing backs to advance the ball, which is why you were seeing guys like Chris James, really becoming more prominent in attack with the crosses and what have you. So I said, well, looking like after the game was going on, I could see why he did that because it brings on Andre Santos guy and he already had Enzo Fernandez and he had Caicedo. So he just said to himself, I'm going to make it tight. I'm going to make sure, I make this a narrow, like call it a 5-3-1 or whatever you want to call it. Right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
He decided how he want to do it. So I got why, because remember, we still only have two midfielders in our own midfield. So he's trying to like, if he can choke up that midfield a little bit
still
and use the legs of this. Yeah, and still dominate the midfield that he was good. So I could see what he was trying to do. But people like, like what he was doing, but he did not want to take off Kopama. Kopama was just injury. So I think what made that look stupid was that after he takes off Neto, I think if he had known that Kopama would get injured, I don't think he takes off Neto. So that was
but like the thing is, Kopama wasn't fully fit even coming into that game. That was the problem.
So that
he had a knock against Bayern. Remember,
the calamity for him was Sanchez fucks up. He couldn't control that, and then Kopama gets injured. He didn't control that either. So he then looks like I have to do something. So that's what made him like. Those are the two things that made. So the only thing you could criticize him for was the Neto one. But then the Neto one is not. If you look back at what he was trying to do, wasn't entirely bad because Kopama wasn't injured yet. It was dead afterwards. Kopama got injured, and then that's what happened. So I just think that things didn't go his way. It didn't go his way at all. And my happiness was that they didn't bring on Garnacho because I hate Garnacho. Oh my god, that guy. Oh my god. Garnacho. If Garnacho had come on to this pitch today, I know that the way the players were waiting for that guy because all the fans hated. Even when he went to warm up, they were already singing. If I was there, I would sing too. I would jeer at him. How can you leave Manchester and go to? You see, the only team you want to go to is Chelsea. You twat. God, I hate that guy.
You know another thing that I found interesting.
You guys didn't see the Garnacho chant. The fans.
I saw it. That's what I said. You bloody whore, something like that.
Bro, like you're a twat, or is it Pratt? Yeah, something like that. It was hilarious.
Yeah, no.
It was amazing.
Chelsea social media team. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Honestly, I also noticed something. Like, you remember, like last season when they were talking about like the leaks in Man United, right? Like the squad leaks, and then they were now people are now suspecting who is it? Is it Garnacho? Is it Garnacho's brother via Garnacho, or is it Rashford? Have you noticed that all those leaks, those squad leaks, have dried up? I don't think there's been a single lineup leak. I really think that it was Garnacho's brother that was doing that shit, honestly, because
that guy, he and his brother are cancer. Him and his brother are just a cancer to the club, I swear.
Bro, I was reading an article the other, like just before the game, right? It was like an insider scoop, so they say, about how like some of the senior players, like particularly Bruno Fernandes and Lisandro Martinez, were not impressed with Garnacho's behavior, even in Man United. They said that he was petulant, he was sulky, he came late for training, that he thought that he was much better than he actually was, Then even more interestingly, it made me remember another article that I had read about a year before, right? And this one is interesting. Remember, as I told you, Harrison, I'm a bit of a tactics nerd, right? So like this article said that Garnacho loses the ball so often because he tries to lengthen his stride when he's running because of his idolation towards Cristiano Ronaldo, his idol, right?
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
Bro,
Ronaldo
I
is
think you are even thinking too far. He's just shit. He has low IQ. It's as simple as that. There is nothing more.
Wait.
He's not thinking about Ronaldo.
Now,
He's not
Harrison,
thinking about himself.
Harrison, you're thinking to you see now you're running the risk. Just like I might be overshooting it, you're undershooting it. Now this guy has 50 GA for a shit Man United team at just 21. You cannot say that guy is shit. Do you get? He is not. Garnacho is actually a very serviceable player who is very good at making off the ball runs, who on his day can actually take his man on, beat him. He has an instinct for goal. He has a mean cross on him. Garnacho can do very good things on his day. Unfortunately, he's just not a focused lad. And even if he's sharp on the pitch or whatever, the guy is just not very bright. That's the truth. You understand? So
He's
it's
not
possible
bright.
that Chelsea might make something out of him. But honestly, I don't know whether I even see it. You know, he played a part in that Chelsea. Was it against who was that? Where against William Carvalho? Was it Fulham that they were playing? Where he created Caicedo's goal. Where he created Caicedo's goal last week, exactly. And then he now lost William Carvalho, exactly. William Carvalho at the back post. You know, that is Garnacho in a nutshell. You know, the guy was so elated. I've come on as a match winner, blah, blah, blah. Then, of course, he forgot to pick up his man at a set piece. And they just threw them the game. You know, it cost them 2 points. So that is exactly Garnacho in a nutshell. This guy has not matured fully. And it takes players. It takes some players a long time.
He's too focused on drama.
And by the time it finally happens, it might be too late for him. You know? Because
Chelsea is selling that nigga to Osasuna next 2 years.
It's actually very, very probable. Because you look at it. There's Neto. There are guys in front of him. Neto, and there is Estevao, who is much better than anybody ever expected.
Estevao is better than any version of Garnacho you can find already.
That Gittins guy is on fraud watch, by the way. I'm not impressed, bro. Like, bro, you know, after I went in for him,
that nigga needs more time. He has all the attributes.
Bro.
Look at how long it took Doku to start cooking, and he's older.
No, wait. So, see, Doku showed way more than him, than Gittins has shown at Chelsea so far. It's just like
he's a more developed player now. He's older.
No, I'm saying even when he came to Man City, Doku was already dribbling niggas. It's just that he didn't have end product at all. Now he's working on it a little bit.
Yeah.
By the way, I would even say that he was Man City's best player today. Because that guy, bro, it was just so good.
His dribbling is ridiculous. I think he's the best dribbler in the Premier League right now.
He's the best dribbler in the world statistically. You know, now I'm not talking aesthetically. Really? Now, when you look at statistics, when you look at his dribbles completed percentage, it has been the highest in Europe for the last 2-3 seasons. Like, that's why Man City bought him, because they were like, he's the best dribbler in the French league. I think he came from Rennes or whatever they call their club. You know, it is very, very, very difficult to stop. You know, you just can't stop him, but you can hope that his end product is going to be shit, which, thankfully for everybody, it normally is. You know, but no, we just couldn't handle him. It didn't matter.
Giving Adama Traore.
Oh, is that a much smarter?
He's better.
Adama Traore,
Of course, he's better. I was just saying that type of pace, but no end product player.
Did you see his Champions League goal this week? Did you see his Champions League goal this week?
Bro. Like, honestly, this might yes.
Against Napoli.
Season, Yep.
It was bro. That game was a 1-0 game, because Napoli was so tight. They went to I don't know, ultra back 7. they were not letting anything go through.
Italians don't joke with their defense.
No, because they had a man down, so they
went down early. Yeah.
They got there early and all that. So is it Spinazzola or whatever his name was?
Bro,
the goal was mad.
Spinazzola.
He dribbled like 4 or 5. It was 4 guys, and then oh my god, that goal was mad. Yo,
the guy
he dribbled one.
Dribbler, man.
Spawn, like his spinning is crazy. Spawn, tick, tick. Hey God, if not Messi, they're gonna call her genius.
The thing
But that
is,
guy
when
made a
you're
madness.
thinking, when you're thinking and moving that fast, it's actually hard to make the right decision at the
Very
end.
hard.
That is why, like,
Yeah.
somebody like Messi is literally generational. Once in a century, like, it's so impossible. Like, because by the time you get there, legs are tired, head is a bit tired. Look at when
Bro.
Cunha got the ball and drove through Arsenal's entire defense. By the time he got to the box, legs
Bro,
were
you
a
don't
little bit
gas
tired,
out.
and the shot he gave, was very weak at
Bro.
the end of it.
Even in this Saturday ball that we play, like sometimes there was one time I was playing, I did that. It was instinctive. I did one crazy 360, like a roulette. You understand? After doing the roulette, everybody started cheering. Hey, go Austin, go and score. Oh yeah, I've reached the goal. If you see the weak shot, I just gave to the goalkeeper. Go and tire the entire pitch. You understand? So, how much more for players sometimes? Yes, they have more stamina, but still, they gas out. You've made everything. Your brain is foggy.
Bro,
You
I
just
could
need to
see
get the
it
shot
in
off.
Cunha, man. You are
Bro.
boosting, and then Gabriel and
That's the
Saliba are
first game
chasing
of
you.
that's the
You
first
can
game of
hear
the
those
season,
guys breathing. You can hear them
bro.
shaking the ground. You could not tire,
Do
man.
you get?
could
And you're
tire.
not even fully fit. That is still preseason. As in, that's just you're coming out of preseason. You're not fully fit and firing. Which, by the way, is one of the reasons why you guys dominated like that. If you play us now, I don't think that would happen because we were not fit. We didn't have a very good preseason compared to you guys. You guys took it very, very seriously. We were kind of lax about it, making too many sign-ins, blah blah blah.
We needed to because of the change in manager mid-season
Yeah.
last year. So
Yes.
this was like his
Very,
first
very
chance.
true.
Arteta has had like 5 preseasons. So for them, it's like,
No, you guys
was
surprised
like-
us with your intensity in that game. I can't lie. Go on, like, what is going on here? Now that leads me to my next question. After the game against Fulham, Iwobi and what's his name and Marco Silva, they made some very interesting comments. So first of all, Marco Silva said something about we knew how we're going to press them because they only have 2 midfielders, right? So all we needed to do was overload the midfield. Then they can't jump. That's the two Man United central midfielders. They can't jump out because if they jump out, we have 3 against their 2, and then we overload them, right? Then Iwobi said the same thing that he enjoyed so much time on the ball because he could just drift in from the left, then overload the Man United block. Do you understand? Then now the interviewer that was interviewing Marco Silva then went to Bruno Fernandes and now asked him, what do you make of their comments? And Bruno Fernandes said, are you guys aware of this interview I'm talking about? Or whatever. Bruno Fernandes was exactly. Bruno Fernandes was now like that it's very difficult sometimes, right? That we have to be very positionally disciplined and that sometimes we can get overwhelmed in midfield, which is why the center backs usually have to sometimes come out and jump into the midfield, to offset the numerical advantage that the opposing team is putting out. But by jumping out, you also leave a hole in the back. So it's very, very difficult. And that's why all these questions against Amorim's system, they are coming out. Like, they're putting it to Amorim that, Amorim, are you sure you don't need to change your system? Amorim, it's not the tradition of Man United to play back 5. Amorim, are you sure you're not getting overloaded? And then Amorim is so stubborn and says, oh, remember what he said yesterday, was it yesterday or Friday? That not even the Pope can make me change my system. So now, what do you guys make of this kind of dogged marriage to this system?
I love
refusal
it, bro.
to
I
really
love it. Yes,
I love
United
it.
fans
I
are a
love it.
bunch of bitches. We had Eric Ten Hag who was playing a particular style. He came,
The same thing.
absolutely changed it
Yeah.
because of different reasons to do with the players, to do with trying to get the best out of this set of averagers over earners, right? And then when he did that, fans complained, oh my God, this guy, we brought you for this and you can't play this. How can we get a guy who can't even back himself, who can't even back his style? How can we get a guy who doesn't stand by anything? He basically stands for nothing. This is not why we brought you, so you should leave. Then the club hears that. He hears those cries, replaces him with somebody who comes in, his system before he came in. He implemented that system in the middle of his season, in the busiest period of that season. Implemented it regardless of the results. When you won 2 out of 3 in your first few games, when you won the game 4-0 and fans were happy, you told them, fam, we go so far. Forget all this word. because he had known more the capability of these players even then. And ever since then, I backed it because for me, whether or not this system is the end goal, I really don't know. I can't say, right? But one thing for sure is that we are weeding out the people with less ability. That is black and white.
Like who? Like Dogu. Dogu is playing every game. Is that? Tell me the truth. Is that a Man United player right there? Dogu.
Dogu
Be
has
honest
not
with
been
yourself.
good
Be
enough.
honest with
However,
us. Exactly.
yes, we don't have a starting left wing back for our system yet now. The guy came last year, December. We can't build an entire 11 for his system in a year. It's not done. Arteta has had 7 years. Pep has had 10 years.
True.
You need time to. So Dogu was a January buy because we had nothing to even play there at all. Dogu is not Amorim's goal at left wing back.
Yes, 100%.
See, this man you are watching, we don't have a midfielder for this system. We don't have a right wing back. We don't have a left wing back. We still really lack an LCB. There are so many things we still lack. The team is still being built. So we have to make do with some things which make the system look actively worse than it's meant to look. Because the way, because people look at it right now, like now, team tactics is give and take, right? Same thing as in fighting. Yeah. Harrison would know this. When you fight, you can't defend your head and your body at the same time. You'll be an open target.
And
you can't put one on your hand, one on your body, because both your face and your body are still open. Either you block your face or you block your body. It's the same thing as in tactics. Managers choose to choke a midfield because you want domination in the midfield. But when you do that, you inevitably leave yourself open where? Out wide. The entire reason for a wing back system is that you are taking advantage of that width. You are letting go of that choked center. So now when our outliers on both wings are not natural for the system and are not of that quality, the literal advantage of the system, we have not yet enjoyed it. We have been enjoying the scraps of this system until we have some. I mean, I'm not saying we'll get this guy, but a right back like Mendes, Hakimi, players like these at the wing back, like attacking players who have quality, not to those guys' level, but as I said, the sample. Who have quality to produce something attacking wise that is positive. Dogu has a lot of potential. I like what I see. He moves well for a wing back, but his end product is terrible. It's absolute quality. Shit.
It's very, very, very bad.
If we have a right wing back and a left wing back who are comfortable on the ball and who can deliver low crosses and pass and mix, and bro, you see a different mindset because those guys will always be free, will always attract the ball. That's why I'm so angry with Ahmad, because Ahmad is meant to be showing us what a wing back can do, that's attacking. Because he's meant to be mixing, doing 1-2s with Bremo, cutting there, crossing, being dangerous. But the guy is doing shit. So
it's very bad, very bad play.
People are too focused on the system. Like we were so amazing when we were playing 4-2-3-1. How good were we?
Not very.
We lost 7-0 to Liverpool at Anfield with the 4-2-3-1. We lost 5-0 to them at OT. We lost 6-3 to Man City with the same 4. So it's not about system. Can your players apply what they're being told to apply? And are they competent enough to play in the Premier League in 2025? Do they have the legs? Do they have the willpower? Do they have the drive? A lot of our signings have not had any of those things. A lot. And I see Ineos doing that thing. So far the players we've been getting are decent. So I'm not really focused on the manager. I want a lot of these players to go. Luke Shaw is still here. I like Maguire. He has been through a lot, but he's still here. A lot of guys who should not be here are still here. So until we clean that slate, I'm not focused on any manager. And as for me, the guy was not trash, bro. He came mid-season in the league where he was about to win another title. He was cooking us now in Champions League. So
cooking us now by losing 5-1 a bit. Yeah. So good. At home. I think you meant to say Man City.
Man City.
Exactly.
Yeah, sorry. Man City. So it's not that terrible. So we need to fix that template. So as for him being dogged to the system, sorry, to go back to your original question, before I went on that tangent.
Mm.
Actually, I back that, bro, because like he's saying, fine, if I'm not the guy, just sack me. I mean, it's a win-win. If he's not the guy in shit, he'll be sacked. And you will get your new manager with your new system. If it works out, he stays.
Oh,
So,
David,
like,
you're telling me that you are actually fully Amorim in. That's what you're telling me.
Amorim
Just like
in all
Harrison.
day,
like
bro.
Amorim
Amorim
in, but like I'm not done with it. Like, for example, now after Grimsby game, I was Amorim out. I'm not even like I was Amorim out. I was like,
my
if they
God.
sacked him that night, like I would have fought it. But after that game, I actually got to see that a lot of that game is on the players, and it's not our first time seeing it. They do this, bro. We've been on runs where they went to go and lose to Sheffield. We've been on runs where they go and lose 6-1 to Tottenham. They do this like under any manager. Have your pick. They break down and they are lethargic and they are shit whenever they feel like sometimes. So it didn't start. So if we sacked him, it will happen under the next guy too. We'll get cooked in a random game and he'll get sacked too.
Can you
So
really
like until we
abide?
get rid of these guys, cook, bro, go on.
Can you really abide? So basically, okay, yes, we know Anthony and Garnacho were they basically were turned into memes even before they left. You know, I'm sure you remember what
Anthony actually has something to offer as a player. I really would have let him go. My issue with him is that he was probably
that's exactly
earning
the
too much.
point I'm making. So Anthony left. He basically just destroyed La Liga, right?
Yeah.
Rashford left to Aston Villa last season. Yeah, he did not pull up trees, but he did some good stuff. He started 2 games against PSG in the this thing over Watkins, which means it was impressive enough for the manager to start him. You know, there are several players that have gone on, left Man United, and started rediscovering their joy. Look at Onana that got an assist yesterday in his first match. He got the what do you call trap zone sport. You know, now he got an assist. So like the way that players are shining against when they leave Man United, it sometimes makes you wonder. And also, it's like, is Man United repressing their talents in some way? Why are they discovering joy? Why are they looking good when they leave Man United?
Let me ask you one counter question. How many of them left Man United and became Premier League top performers in the Premier League? How many?
In the Premier League, probably very few.
Many?
I don't.
Zero.
Zero.
Zero. There's not one. These guys are not.
At the same time, you know,
that's just the honest truth.
That's not good enough for me. Listen, you remember the 2 guys that got insulted the most in Man United history? You know the 2 people I'm talking about, McFred. The 2 people who were so abused that Man United fans loved them into one name, McFred. See what McTominay went to go and do in Italy. You won the Italian Serie A MVP. He has been nominated for the Ballon d'Or top 30. Is that normal?
I know that.
There were a
lot of things. There were a lot of things with McTominay's career at Manchester United. I don't know how much detail you took into it because you're not a Man U fan.
Yes.
But as a Man U fan, I would say that McTominay's particular one pained me because our midfield has been imbalanced for I'm talking like a decade, bro. A decade. Man United have not had a good midfield for nearly a decade. Why? We have not had a particular position. For example, regularly you see a midfield at 6'8" and then 10, right? Normally, right?
4-3-3.
We have had an abundance of 10s. We have had decent 8s, but you see that 6. We have not had this since Carrick left this football.
Yeah, since Michael Carrick, I was about to say that. Yeah.
No, when we have players, when we have a squad of players, we constantly pick 2 or 3 of them, shoehorn them into that 6. You people must play this 6. You must become this 6. You will be our 6. And we give it to them and we force it on them, even if that is not their perfect position. That thing destroyed the Man U career of Paul Pogba. It destroyed the Man U career of Scott McTominay. It destroyed the Man U career of other players too. Even Lingard. We didn't let Lingard sign because we were using him a bit deep. at times.
Mm-hmm.
We'll play him in midfield too. So because of that imbalance of midfield, we have destroyed career. So McTominay won't particularly pay me. Fred went to Fenerbahce. He did
Got hat tricks,
decent
so
there.
he's got hat tricks, bro.
But that is by no means that Fred scored goals for us too. He played well for us many times too. So I think we got out of Fred what we wanted. But for McTominay, we did not use McTominay well. The little times when we were desperate, we need goals, we'll push the guy forward, the guy will go and score goals for us, win us games, and in the next game, we'll play the guy motherfucker back in 6 again. We will just be using the guy in the wrong position, and then the guy
he was an 8.
stay.
He was an 8.
We were using that guy. Yes, bro. Not only an 8, he's an attacking 8. He's an
totally attacking.
when
We
we have
is
the
not
ball,
defensively
you
minded
make
at
a late
all.
run to the box.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
But
he's finishing. He's finishing.
we
He's
will play
elite.
midfield 3. Put Bruno, Fred, McTominay. Leave McTominay at the back. Put Fred to do box to box. Put Bruno in the 10. we were so stupid. We'll do the same thing with Pogba. Give Bruno the freedom. Put Pogba at the back. See, if we put Pogba to play that 10 freely for 3-4 seasons, that guy would have been in Ballon d'Or conversation. I swear to God.
Yeah,
We wasted that guy. That one paid me
Totally.
so much. We had a world class player, a generational player, and we wasted him. So this McTominay one, I blame the club, hook, line, and sinker. They refused for years and years. They are buying Maguires for 80 million. They are buying Anthony's for 80 million. Get yourself a world class 6. They say no. They must show how players there, and it has spoiled us so badly. Now they finally want to go and get Baleba, but I'm not even happy because it's been so long. They've destroyed so many careers. Like McTominay still wanted to stay here, even though we were misusing him because he loves the club. He left because we sold him because we needed the money, because the only player that we wanted to sell, he was the only one that had even tiny value attached to him. The rest, nobody wanted them. It was so sad seeing him go to Naples and do all that. But at least, like, I'm happy for him that he was able to play freely, play where he wants to play, be used, because the point of using players is to use them to show their strength and hide their weakness. You were hiding his strength and showing his weakness.
Honestly, McTominay's biggest weakness of all, not just defensively, is even when you guys were building up. I will never forget so many games I will watch McTominay playing. And
That's not his game.
McTominay is almost hiding from the ball because he doesn't want to receive the ball in his own half with his back to
doesn't want
goal
to make
and be
mistakes
doing.
now.
You understand?
Yeah.
He doesn't. So it made fans really turn on him. I would say that McTominay got even more flack than Fred, actually, because Fred had more hype moments. You understand? As a box-to-box guy, making crunch
Fred
tackles.
had moments because Fred is more of the he can play deep. He's
Yes,
more
he
comfortable
can.
there.
Yeah,
Way more comfortable there. He's not even close.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we wish all of them luck, but we have to sort of move on. We've had a long time discussing McFred.
Yeah, definitely.
I love you, bro.
Yeah, I love McTominay, man. Some of the games from the past, this past week that we could also discuss. We just have them as honorable mention. Sorry, Rashford bowling against Newcastle in the Champions League. That was a very good one to watch. I mean, he really showed his strengths in that game, and the second goal was a worldie, like a bullet shot.
I mean, it's been 2.5 years, but
I actually even preferred. For me, I preferred the first goal. You know why? So the second goal is, of course, a worldie, but let me not say. No, it's not. It wasn't a fluke. You mean? Are you talking about the first goal?
The second goal.
The second goal, but it's something that you can expect from Rashford. Do you understand? Like,
he's got a goal like that before for England, and
that's what
all
I'm trying
that,
to say. Rashford is one of the best ball strikers in the world. When he gets his foot on the ball properly, like that this is a Rashford kind of shot. You understand? The dip, the swerve, the power, etc. But what I was impressed with, really,
all that stuff.
What I was impressed with was that first goal. Why? Because Rashford is not known for heading. Do you get? How many headers have we seen Rashford stand, miss-hit, send over the bar? But this was actually not an easy header. That header was around the penalty spot, maybe even a little bit behind the penalty spot. And it was swinging and swinging by Kunde's left foot. It didn't have a lot of power behind it. I mean, the cross
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
So Rashford had a lot of work to do there. He had to use all his neck muscles, direct it straight into the corner. And bro, I was just like, when did he learn to do that? Understand? What do you
Let me
guys
tell
think?
you, let me tell you when he learned it. That season when he had 30 goals, he scored a
Yeah.
couple of headers in that season. That's when we
That-
started seeing,
Yeah.
as minor fans, that's when we started seeing him score some headers. Look, I
Mhm.
like the header is great, but it is in his locker. Like he had this header against West Ham.
Okay.
I think that was one of the first headed goals he did. I think it was Bruno giving the ball. Like, he has
Mhm.
that. He can do that. Look, the things he showed us, he showed the world. Or was it on Tuesday, Wednesday? We have
Mhm.
seen, as Man United fans, we have seen Rashford do that. But guess what? Rashford didn't
Mhm.
start this game. Barcelona just played today. Why? Because he came late for training.
Wow,
So,
really?
Proof.
yeah,
And what was the
he
score?
did.
What
He
was the score
came
of the
late for
game, by the
training.
way?
He
I
didn't start.
haven't checked.
I need to check, but I think the game was against Getafe. I've forgotten to check the
Oh
score. I'll check it
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
But
Don't, yeah.
apparently
The
he
point
came on
is,
and had an assist. Sha.
Are you serious?
but
Yeah.
yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. It's like with Rashford, it's not his on the pitch abilities that we've ever doubted as Man United fans. It's
Mhm.
his off the pitch stuff. And obviously, I wish him, and I'm not praying for anything bad to happen. I wish him
Of
well. I
course.
hope he does well for Barcelona. But there are just those issues. So if Rashford can be like 100% focused, not just because it's a World Cup year, but 100% focused and like cutting out all that stuff that follows him around. And
Mhm.
obviously, I don't know his life, but this is just my opinion. And just kind of like giving what we know he can give on a regular basis. He's 27 now, so there isn't much time to be messing about. If you don't do it
Yeah.
again, before you know it's happening, you're 30, and you're 30-year-old winger,
Yeah.
and that's not
Mhm.
great sometimes.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
so that's what it is. But yeah, big ups to Rashford, great game. I also want to shout out, what's it called? Fulham played really well. I think
Mhm.
their match against Flipping. Why am I forgetting? Is it no? It's not Leeds. Oh shit! Am I forgetting the name of the team they just played? Is it Burnley? I feel like it's Burnley they played
Was it
over the
Burnley?
weekend. My bad.
I think it was Brentford, right?
Fulham.
Wasn't it Brentford?
Brentford.
Uh,
Yeah. Thank you,
yeah.
Brentford.
That's
I
what.
don't know
Yeah,
why I forgot.
yeah.
Oh, the B
Mhm.
was yeah. So yeah, man, Iwobi was immense that
Bro,
game,
like
man.
that guy is on. He's on a mad team, literally. I saw
Bro.
a really fun meme on Twitter. I don't know whether you guys play FIFA. Do
Yeah, of
you?
course, yeah, I do,
Yeah, a
yeah,
little bit.
Do you guys play
yeah.
Ultimate Team?
I don't. I just
Yeah,
think my
yeah,
career
have
much.
before. Yeah.
Okay, anyways, you know, like the meme is like the meme said that if Marco Silva could select his ultimate team, he would have Ronaldinho, Henry, all of those guys, blah blah, Zambrotta, Zidane, and he would have Iwobi in that team because of how good he regards Iwobi. And because of how good Iwobi is, not just how he
Who
regards him.
who said this?
No, it was a meme on Twitter. Do you get like, one of those memes that goes
Okay.
viral? Yeah, exactly. Do you get?
Let me tell who said this.
So, so
Bro, it
like,
was shocked.
the Iwobi has reached, like when what people say normally is, oh, like for example, what did you just say about Dogu? Oh, he has potential, but we don't actually devote a lot of time to thinking about the players who have actually reached, even exceeded their potential, and Iwobi is one such person. Iwobi has maximized his potential and he's playing at the limits of his ability and potential. Do you understand? So I feel like
Mm.
people need to actually appreciate when somebody has actually even exceeded what they thought they could become. Do you understand? I mean, let's be honest, when Iwobi was let go from Arsenal, and I think he was when he went to Everton, we thought that one don't cast with that. You understand? That never put his head down. Even for Everton, he
I mean,
balled.
Iwobi has had probably a better Premier League career than Dele Alli,
There's
which
no
is
doubt
crazy to
about it.
say.
It's not probably.
Oh
It is
yeah, for
obvious.
sure, for
It's
sure.
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
You understand? He has longevity. He's a trooper. He fights. He tracks back. Goes forward. He needs the play. Like he literally is a fantastic player. You know. So speaking of which, what's up with Aston Villa? Aston Villa don't destroy my FPL tire. Watkins has been in my
Oh
team
my
from week one.
god.
What is that?
She, bro, Harrison is
Oh.
Austin in our league.
I don't think I'm in you guys' league. No.
No. He's not. He's not.
We
Mhm.
need to add him.
Yes, please.
Oh, bro.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you're just allowing us segue into FPL, but I'm
FPL,
not this
yes.
opportunity.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I swear, yeah.
That's our last stop. So yeah.
Bro, I swear, yeah. This week has been one of the worst weeks I have
Let me
ever
check
had in my
your
life.
fucking team receipt.
Bro, I had 25 points, bro. I had 25
what?
points.
This week,
Bro.
Jesus.
Bro, I had 25 points. Do you know what happened here? Let me even explain what happened. So
What happened?
I did a 3-5-2.
Okay.
I had Kopama, Jack Grealish. Or was it flipping? Is it Mbumo? God. Let me even open it on my phone because I can't even describe how terrible this is.
Dude, I had faith in Mbeumo to score us now. I captained him, nothing.
Okay, so see, yeah, look, I had Gakpo, Kopama, Kudus, Grealish, and Mbumo. Do you know what it was here? I could have. So for the last 4 games, Mateta, I think I captained Mateta my first game of the season, and he did rubbish. Second game, he didn't score. Third game, he didn't score. Fourth game, he didn't score. I was like, fuck him. Toss him to the bench.
Honestly.
Bring on Kopama for my bench because he was injured. And then put him in midfield. And this fucker scored.
Literally,
he fucking
bro.
scored against Crystal Palace. So, you know what it is, yeah?
Good.
Kopama got Kopama got subbed off after 25 minutes. Grealish didn't do shit. Mbemo didn't do jack shit. Gakpo didn't do jack shit. Bro, I said, bruh, are you mad? And then I captained Gyökeres, and he didn't do jack shit too.
Oh my God.
Bro, my whole team was crap. Like absolute terrible border dash. I put on fucking bro.
Kudus is the only return. Yeah, on 27 points.
Oh my God,
bro,
you 27 points is
terrible
average was 42.
No. Harrison,
and you got 27.
He deserves this, bro. You captain Gyökeres against Man City.
Gyökeres
who has been shit against every good defense he has played. That was a poor choice, right,
bro?
Actually, yeah, it's true. Gyökeres looks like a flat track bully, to be honest. Not only against those kind of teams, it's them Burnley. That's what he's supposed like where he's supposed to play. But against good teams, just gets pocketed. He doesn't even shoot. You get but for me, I have a bone to pick with Wirtz. First of all, I've had Wirtz since week 1. How many points did he get yesterday? 0 points.
I saw this because he came on as a sub and had a yellow card 0.
Yeah, then also let me tell you something about Wirtz. He plays like he's in slow motion. Have you noticed? Like he plays like he has more time than he really has. Yeah, exactly. Language.
No, it's because of the pace of the league, bro.
It's too fast for him.
Like that.
It's shocking him.
The league is fast.
Bro, he's
but he had that chance, He had that chance, where he chopped it back, and Takasu just came out.
And then they came out. This is not Bundesliga.
If he put his leg there, he was going to the hospital.
Bro, and he looked good in the Champions League. Did you notice? I don't know whether it's
he looked good even for the international break. He looks amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
He looked good in Europe. He looks
good. The intensity is almost like it's too much for him. He can't cope.
What was the game that Liverpool played before this one that day? Was it Burnley that they just beat? Like his dribbling in that game was really good,
Yeah.
They were not supposed to. Like he's a slow dribbler. He's not like a Doku kind of like, No, he's like he's gonna cut you and you're gonna see it coming, but you can't do anything about it. That's kind of play.
Yeah.
So like the guy is, but I just think he needs to just kind of like time things a bit better in the league because in a derby, nobody's giving you time to be.
He needs to speed things up. Which is interesting because against Arsenal, he got rid of the ball very quickly every time. Like he never gave any. Like he basically was, just passing the ball immediately. But that's not his style of play. That's not how he wants to play. He wants to press ball. Do a fake shot. Survey his options. But that's not the Premier League, bro. You understand?
Yeah.
So like he is actually really, really struggling. If you look at his scores on, is it stats? What's it called? What was that site again? So fast score. You know, like
Yeah,
he's
Arteta
not
score, yeah.
doing well. He like you just see 6.7, 6 point. This is my last week with him. I'm selling him. Like he's gone. Because he has his bro. I don't think he even has up to 15 points. You know, the guy is just there and he's expensive. He's like 10 million. I can't remember.
Yeah.
He's like 8 million or 10 million or whatever. You know, just eating up space and doing nothing. And then the worst part is that I have bench Reinders
You mean
because
words, Abi?
yeah, exactly. I mean words. And the worst part is that for this weekend I benched Reinders because I was like, where is he going to see a goal or assist against against my defense? And then look, he got 9 points. I'm seeing him there on my bench, and I'm like, Chai!
Yeah,
What a
that
waste.
that's one pissed me off. Is on my bench as well.
You too, bro. Chai.
I swear.
It's actually very sad. I had 49 points, you know. Nothing special, but
Not
still
bad.
too low. Yeah, I feel like most people had bad weekends. Like this weekend was not good for most
Exactly.
people.
This week was a pretty low to average week for everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hate the fact that Haaland scored because I know a couple of people probably captain
Yeah,
Haaland.
David, how many points did you get?
And because
48.
yeah,
So we all got around. I mean, we both got around the same thing. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Carry on, please.
God, I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, man,
Look,
I
Harrison saying this is funny because in game week 2, I had the worst week of all time. I had 22 points that week. So
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know.
That
Bro,
was-
I had a
after
turn.
that week, I was like, I can take anything in FPL now. Nothing happened to me again in FPL that was the one that this.
That was shocking to you.
I said to
you know
God,
the funny thing in my like in 2020 in 2023 was top 600 in Nigeria, right? So I was feeling
What?
good and
Really?
yeah. A really
Oh,
good
wow.
season actually. Yeah. 2024, 2025 I was average. But now
what was your final score that
nah,
year?
bro, I don't well I can find a screenshot later, but like I don't remember. I can't even say a figure. I'll look for the screenshot later. In fact, I even wanted to even set up a Twitter page as per okay, now I'm going to be an FPL advisor.
I'm dead.
But here's the thing now, in this 25, 26 season, in my office, like we have really competitive players, right? So we said that we're going to now do an FPL league, a paid one, 50K per month. Do you get? Winner take all. And we're 28 in the league. So every month, on the 2nd of every month, all of us pay 50K into like a dedicated account.
How much did
You
you
get-
winner fucking taking? Jesus.
So the winner last
How
year
many millions?
Jesus Christ.
the winner last year took around 4 point something. But I
Jesus.
wasn't in the league. I wasn't in the league then. So like, and I heard they were only 16. This time we're 28 in that league. And I'm number 24.
Yeah.
I'm 24th in the league out of the 28.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm
Yeah.
just donating money right now. Do you get-
I'm dead.
Bro, so what happens is you know when you get your salary, it is at the beginning of the month. You know, you say, okay, this is the money for lights, this is the money for for water,
You
blah
bring out
blah.
50K for
Exactly, I just put out my 50K. This is my money for donation because, bro, the guy is so sad, bro. And when I was entering the league, I said, let me go win this thing.
See, if you guys say a 50K is fine, like, but every month is insane.
Every month,
It's
bro.
insane.
Bro.
Hey,
If you
that's
guys are
insane.
doing
9 months.
every month, you should do for whoever gets the most points that month or some shit like.
I think this is how
every
this is how they've been
year.
doing it for the last 3 years, bro. You understand? It's just that now the company expanded. You understand? The company expanded a lot, so now there are a lot of guys there that saying that they have money. You know, so we also maybe run them. Everybody thought they were going to win, and that is where you fall into the trap. I need to do a calculation of how much the winner is going
Everybody
to take this time.
from number 15 to 28.
Right, so imagine,
Just the-
do you
the
get,
for-
that's not that donation. Even number two, at the end of the day, on a vanity, because him donate all his money, you understand? Bruh.
Bro,
Yeah.
they go use that kind of money to go to pay for rent. You go use and pay for rent for 2 years. If you win, you
Bro.
go pay for rent for 2 years for Lekki.
Do you get, but it does
I
something.
swear.
Honestly, it does something because if you look at the guys on the top three, I'm pretty sure that. Well, I mean, I haven't checked the Nigerian leaderboard, but I'm pretty sure that they're probably somewhere in top 500 to top 1,000. Like they are actually doing really well, so that they're putting
Wow.
everything into it. Sometimes when I'm at work, I'll see them watching FPL podcasts. All those guys, all the pro FPL players. They'll be okay. This is how I'm going to arrange my team. So everybody's taking it really seriously. And as for me, words now words don't destroy my season. You understand? So the thing
Wow.
don't go. But I go to continue my donation as I not get choice.
That's it.
Oh my
You
God, this
know.
is sounding crazy, man. I swear.
Honestly. Mm,
Oh
mm,
shit, man.
bro.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely a very interesting week for FPL for football.
Mhm.
I mean, as Manchester United fan, I'm really hoping that we can kick on from this point forward. At least there's this guy that I think his handle is United Strand, that hasn't cut his hair in
Oh
basically a year
yeah. Unless you
because
win,
he has been
unless you win
waiting.
5 games in a row, yeah.
Yeah. And the last time we did that was hella long ago. So I wish
That
him. I
nigga.
wish that we. I wish that we can actually do something. I wish we can actually like pick up a couple wins, like be on some kind of streak or something. Because yeah, man, it's looking
I have no
dicey. I
idea
hope. I
how
hope.
long that nigga's hair is going to be down for. But it's going to be down for a
Nah, he should.
while because we're not doing that for a while.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
wow.
You guys have some
We
winnable
are
games
not
coming up.
winning 5 games in a row for a while. I know this club, bro.
Nah,
Don't even think
I
about it.
don't know. I don't know. I saw another stat last season. I mean, I saw another stat even before the Chelsea game that said that you guys have the highest XG in the league, literally.
Mm,
So all things being equal, you guys
Yes,
would have scored the most goals in the
our
league.
conversion rate is one of the worst,
mm.
and
So
that's
looking
what the
looking at
issue
your
is.
looking at your next fixtures, right? I mean, I don't know about wait, you guys are not in Europe anyway, and you're out of Carling Cup. So that means your next 5 fixtures are Premier League. You have Brentford away next weekend, right?
Mm,
And then after
mm.
that, you have who do you have? You have Sunderland at home. Exactly. Brentford are not so hot after losing Thomas Frank. Sunderland are easy win now. Only Xhaka, he could chop his normal record, right?
Mm,
So
mm.
Uh-huh.
after that. Yeah, okay, don't worry, never mind. You're not getting that 5 wins before the end of this year, honestly.
Yeah, bro, the
Hmm,
Premier
yeah.
League is not beans. You
It's
don't just
not.
collect 5 wins in a row unless you are literally
Bro,
Liverpool,
like it
Man
happens
City.
even exactly even
Even
clubs that are
Arsenal,
normal
no, they
top four
collect
clubs
5 wins
win
in a
five
row
wins in
like
a row
that.
easily. Do you understand? It might happen once a season or something, but it's not a regular thing. It will be
Yes,
difficult.
now
The last thing I wanted to
this
say,
is not
the last thing I
Bundesliga.
wanted to say was I thought about it earlier, but I let it go because we said. But I just want to say it because it was something very big. It was a very big. It was something very. It was a topic of hot debate between Arsenal and Man U fans, especially Arsenal fans. So obviously,
Mm,
we had a very big debate between Sesko and Gyökeres. That is who Arsenal were going to get. And for me, I was Team
yeah.
Sesko. I was Team Sesko at the time, saying, "Oh, Sesko is much better in the air. He's faster than Gyökeres. He's taller than Gyökeres." Only for me to, we now signed Gyökeres, and then only for me to see that Sesko is shying away from taking penalty versus fucking Grimsby Town.
He
No,
had
it was the
cramp. He
manager's
had
choice,
Yeah,
cramp.
bro.
I don't give a
He
shit,
had
bro. All you
cramp.
is kick a ball. Go and kick a ball, bro. Like, what the hell, bro? When I dislocated my finger
No,
playing
bro, he
football, I still
wanted
took
to
penalty
do
and
it. The
scored.
manager said no. He wanted to
Oh,
take
is
it.
that really how it happened?
He had
Yes, he
cramp.
wanted
He
to
had
take it.
cramp.
The manager was like,
He hadn't
nah,
played 90
don't.
minutes. He had,
But
the thing was that was his first 90 minutes, and he didn't have
mm,
preseason at all. He didn't have preseason
yeah,
with
it is.
Nigga, he
Leipzig,
took his and
so
scored. It was
he,
Kuya who fucking missed. I mean, Buemo, sorry.
uh,
Yes, Kunya's
Yeah.
miss is
That's
what carried us. Is
yeah,
what
yeah.
carried us there.
Okay, I'll
yeah.
forgive him for
So
that. But the point is, he's about to go 007. I think it's just next game after against Brentford. After that, now 007. How manage now, Alpha? You
If
understand?
Sesko played
Baba,
for us now, he would have scored 5 or more goals by now. That's
Are
just
you
it.
sure about that? You see, Gyökeres is
I don't
actually
know
See,
about
much
that
more.
though.
Gyökeres is much more determined. Do you understand? Gyökeres,
Gekers
funny
is
enough,
much
Yeah.
more shit, bro.
Sesko is obviously more talented than Gyökeres. I don't think anybody is going to debate you on that. But like,
Yeah.
Gyökeres is a hustler. Do you understand? He hustles. He plays
Yeah.
ground football.
Mm.
He has played on the streets of
Mm.
Oshodi since 1974.
I'm dead,
Sesko,
man.
Sesko is a cultured footballer, but he isn't delivering, and he's not looking good. He's not looking good for Man United so far. You know, look.
I'm
Let
not
me
worried
tell you.
Yeah.
about Sesko at all, Sha. Even
Tell
if
me
he goes
why. Tell me
double
why
14.
in this Fernandez's goal versus Chelsea. You know that Sesko was primed to get that ball, but he did not show a striker's instinct. Fernandez showed infinitely more desire to get on the end of that ball than Sesko did. Is that what
But
you want
then
in your striker?
his hold up play connection is what gave him that chance for us to have the red card. So he has positive input in games.
True.
He's fundamentally a better player than Oilers.
He is.
All we need to do is find him more. Look, if you check, there's a viral moment that's going on, that's going around from the Chelsea game,
Tell
for
me.
example, now, whereby we had so Rhys James did a bad pass back.
Okay.
Ran back. He had the ball. The keeper was out of position. Basically, Chelsea were not ready for us to have the ball in that moment. Ahmad could have one time the ball crossed to Sesko, where he could have tried to find his feet quickly and try to shoot. But instead, he delays. And why am I saying this? United notoriously recently, we don't find our keeper, our striker. We don't find our striker. We always look for the wide forwards. If you look at it, we had Anthony, we had Garnacho, we had Ahmad. Now is becoming like them. They always want to cut in and shoot. They always want to shoot or find the other wide player. We don't play to our striker. And if you watch any Man U game, actually look at it and pay attention and look for how many times we find our striker to give them a chance to shoot. You'll be shocked.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Actually,
and I wonder what the coaches are doing. We don't create chances for our strikers, whoever it is.
I feel like your wingers are also very
and Haaland will
one-footed.
go 007 in Man U because we don't create for the chance.
Is actually true, low key. Man United, as we said, are the destroyer of careers. So Haaland would have looked like a shadow of the player. He would have looked even worse than he was at Dortmund. You know, so yeah. I trust Sesko. I think that he will come good. And the last thing I would say is I'm so impressed by Mbeumo. I did not know he was this good.
Yeah.
I was reading analysis that said, "Oh, this guy can be like like Man U's version of Salah, blah blah." I was reading them, I was like, Yimu, Omo, see this guy. You see, Mbeumo was the reason that Sanchez got that record because Sanchez really thought that he was going to get the ball. He was shocked at Mbeumo's pace. Do you understand? Totally shocked, discombobulated, discouraged, just totally floored by that pace. And literally, he was like, what kind of speed is this? I looked up his stats earlier and I found out like he recorded the second highest speed stats last season. That you understand?
Yeah.
Only after Van de Ven, obviously.
And he covered like one of the most ground.
Bro, like that guy is really, really, really good. And on top of that, he's a guy with, he's what club would call a mentality monster. He doesn't care about how bad Man United are playing or not playing. He wants to ball. Do you get? So Man United will be in good hands this season, and I'm saying that as a hater. You understand? With Cunha will come back. Your system is actually not as bad as advertised, and the players are behind the manager, and that's what I feel. Do you understand? Amorim has his flaws, but the players actually fight for their managers. The players fought for Ten Hag too. They did. Anytime Ten Hag was about to be sacked, they would just win. Or anytime Ole was about to be sacked, Man United will start winning. So that's what's going to happen under Amorim too. And honestly, I wish Man United the best as a neutral. I wish them the worst as a hater. You understand? But I believe that you guys will be in good hands. You guys will be somewhere between fifth and seventh. That's my prediction. I can't put you guys higher, but that's probably I don't think you guys will disagree, no?
Judging by the quality of the squad, that's literally where they should be.
Exactly.
As compared to those top 5 squads.
And also Aston Villa are nothing this season, so like they're not going to be a factor in that race. Newcastle, the jury is out on them. I heard that I
Aston
didn't watch the
Villa
game.
will wake up and go on a
Are you
small
sure
run.
they feel sack this Unai Emery guy because
Nah, they're not sacking him. They're in Europe. They're in Europe. They're in Europe. They're in
Oh,
Europe.
true,
So I think
true.
they're in the Europa League. So they're not sacking him. They know
Europa
he's the
League.
one of the he's big in Europa League. So I just do think just to kind of round things up,
Mhm.
and all that. But I just think that a couple teams are still lagging behind. Wolves and haven't got to their first win in 5, the first time in their history. They lost against Leeds again. No, that's
Ooh.
against Leeds this time, beating
Mhm.
3-1, I think. And a couple other teams, Newcastle really haven't gotten up. They've only won one this season.
Mhm.
City is what it is. Every other team is what they are. So it remains to be seen what happens. But in any case, Premier League is going to keep giving us the drama, serving us the drama. Let's hope Manchester United win the next game. Let's hope Arsenal can. I mean, I'm a hater, so I hope Arsenal lose the next game because I want to see EFTV EFTV meltdown. But yeah. So yeah, it's giving a lot of drama. So yeah, let's see how it goes, man. With that being said, I think we're gonna end it on that note. Thank you guys very much. This has been the Pitch Side Banter podcast. Thank you very much, Austin, for coming in. This is our first Arsenal fan. I hope you can come back again next time. Please,
For sure,
guys,
man.
remember to
Bro
like,
can
share,
become a regular. It was a nice one.
yeah, bro.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
nice
thank you.
one,
I
bro.
appreciate it.
Please like, share, and subscribe, man. Like, get on our guys, sign up to our fantasy league, man. It's Pitch Banter Podcast, I think is what it's called. I'm gonna add the code on the description below. Please make sure like, share, subscribe, comment. Let's hear what you think. Yeah, it's been a fantastic one, and we'll definitely this time next week, every Sunday, 10:30, we're going live. That's how we're gonna be doing it. Yeah, every Sunday, 10:30.
Yes,
So I hope to see you guys soon. And yeah, cheers for me, Harrison, and Austin and David. Cheers.
Yes, sir.
Cheers.